What up, Alpha Team? It's DJ AlphaTyler back again with another reaction, and y'all know it's Mega Monday. We about to hit up some hot ones. We started that new premiere schedule, so y'all gonna see everything dropping a little bit differently throughout the day. Hopefully give y'all a little bit more time to catch these in case the notifications aren't going out, all that stuff. Before we get into the reaction I got for you guys coming up though, I want to talk to y'all about my sponsor, the Coldest Water. Y'all have probably heard me talk about this on the channel before. These products are amazing. Keeps your drinks cold for up to 36 hours. I've literally taken this to a wedding reception and a wedding the next day. Or I'm sorry, a wedding rehearsal one day and a wedding the next day. Kept the same ice in it both days. These things are phenomenal, and I absolutely love them. If you want a chance to win one for yourself, there's a link down in the description below with the Coldest giveaway where you can enter yourself for a chance to win some gear from the Coldest Water. And there's a link right below that, which is my personal affiliate link. If you guys want to head over and buy some of this gear for yourself, don't forget, if you do decide to shop with the Coldest Water, make sure you use my promo code AT for AlphaTyler to get 10% off your entire order. Now, we on this Mega Monday grind. This Mega Monday, something tells me, is about to turn into a MAGA Monday, because we're going to hit up Bryson with this song right here called Pick Up the Phone. Looks like God's calling, so you definitely want to pick up the phone. And hey, I know where Bryson's heart's at. I know this is about to be something sincere. Y'all know where my faith lays as well. And so y'all know I'm 100% behind this. If God is knocking on that door, if God is calling for you, make sure you pick up that phone. Let's go ahead and see what Bryson is bringing with Pick Up the Phone. Let's get it.
God ain't gonna be back. I can't go like that. Oh man, go like that. Oh man, go my face. Oh yeah. Accept Jesus, I'm living in sin. The devil is hoping I fall off again. I sense the envy with some of my friends, but they praying I won't win. But God told me that people will hate. You need to leave Satan, return to the faith, return to the Father and cut off the snakes. They want me to fall, but I won't break. I deleted my rap playlist cause the music was ungodly. Putting the word into these songs, I know they always got me. I only fear God, so I do not care if you dice me. Yeshua on my team, why do you think that you can stop me?
Man, he's talking about a lot in that. Listen to that real quick. Let's go back. Let's talk about, where he's coming from right here. He's talking about some of them things that happen, when you accept God into your life. He's talking about, all them people that turn into snakes, all them things you cut ties with. But he's saying, I only fear God. I ain't worried if y'all bite me. He's talking about them snakes, man. And we know that there's a ton of snakes out there looking to trip you up, looking to catch you when you walk by, looking to bite you, right? Hey, man. Powerful message right there. I love this. I love, Bryson is very genuine. Man, I can't word today. Bryson is very genuine with how he feels about things. He's always upfront, kind of in, whether he's talking about politics, whether he's talking about gun rights, whether he's talking about God. I really enjoy Bryson's music just because he gives that real perspective. And, 100% about it. We all open on this channel. Y'all know I got love and respect for y'all, but my views are my views, and that's what Bryson's coming out and saying here too. He's saying his views are his views, and hey, has he changed up some things? Has he gotten bit because of where he stands, how he views things? Absolutely. But man, that comes along with it. Come on now.
Whoa, God is coming back, hey, before he call me home. Hey, I praise him in his songs, hey. Nowadays they say wrong is right and tell me right is wrong. You can turn from saying God is calling, we pick up the phone. Hey, God is coming back, hey, before he call me home. Hey, I praise him in his songs, hey. Nowadays they say wrong is right and tell me right is wrong. You can turn from saying God is calling, we pick up the phone.
Yo, hey, right there too. Bryson again, he talking about them facts right there. He say, hey, he said, God coming back soon. I'm gonna try to get up these songs. I'm gonna try to speak to it before he gets back. But God's coming back, and he's saying right there, hey, hopefully when he starts calling, you're gonna pick up the phone. But don't try to tell me, right is wrong, or right is wrong and wrong is right. Don't try to flip that on me, because that's where the world's at right now. So many people trying to flip all these things. Listen, my convictions, I got faith in where I'm at. You don't believe that? That's fine. We can be nice. We can be civil. But if you want to hear about this message that I got to talk about, we're going to talk. And I'm going to let you hear, my views on some things. I'm with him right here. He's saying, hey, don't try to flip me. I respect that.
Right is wrong. You can turn from sin, God is calling, we pick up the phone.
Yeah.
You can repent now. You can take yourself back from the world, but I know how to get down. The devil influenced the boys and girls, trying to normalize evilness. So it's the normal naked older. They took God out of school, and the world has gotten colder. But I'm in the church too. It's our job to call our sin. It's our job to spread the word. We cannot let evil win. God spits out the lukewarm Christians. You're either out or you win. I'm trying to give you the truth before our next life begins. Yeah.
I like one thing he said in that too. He's talking about God being taken out of the school. And one thing that I see, when we talk about the separation of church and state, so many people want to say, the church can't be involved in education, all this stuff. You understand, for decades in this country, the primary education that small children got was the New England Primer and the Holy Bible. And so, for forever throughout our nation, the Bible has been a part of education. So when we talk about taking God out of the school, there's not a historical framework for that. That was never intended by the separation of church and state. The separation of church and state was to always protect religious liberties, religious freedoms. And when you really dig into it, and that's me saying religious freedoms. That's me saying it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Buddhist, Christian, whatever the case may be. That's saying the separation of church and state was meant to protect your religious liberties. And so, when we talk about this separation, you can't have the Ten Commandments in schools, whatever the case may be, it just kind of hurts my heart to see that we're at a point where we act like those two things can't be married. Why not? Expose people to it. At worst, if you don't believe in God, at worst, what you're doing is exposing kids to a set of morals, a set of values and virtues. And so, I've really never understood this adamant, really hard push back against having any mention of God, any reference to God in schools. And plus, historically, when you look at anything through a historical lens, you can't take religion out of the historical narrative of our country. I understand this is not a Christian country. I do understand that. It was not founded to be a Christian country. It was founded to have religious freedoms, religious liberties, but you can't ignore that those religions are tied in a central way to the framework of this country.
Whoa, God is coming back, hey, before he call me home, hey, I praise him in his songs, hey, nowadays they say wrong is right and tell me right is wrong. You can turn from sin, God is calling, we pick up the phone. Hey, God is coming back, hey, before he call me home, hey, I praise him in his songs, hey, nowadays they say wrong is right and tell me right is wrong. You can turn from sin, God is calling, we pick up the phone.
So that was Pick Up the Phone by Bryson. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I really enjoyed this track. I think probably lyrically, it's solid. He's telling a story. But probably in terms of like his flow, his cadence, this is probably the best flow that I've heard from Bryson Gray. Now, y'all may not completely agree with all the subject matter of what he's going with in this, and that's fine. We're all entitled to be free thinkers. We're all entitled to interpret things our own way. I'm going to interpret things my way. Bryson's going to interpret his way. A lot of what he's doing, though, is based on his faith, and I got love for that, man. It takes a lot in 2020 to stand on a platform standing on your faith and your faith-based values. So I got a lot of love for this one. I really enjoyed it. I like the message. I like what he's saying there right there. What I always want to say, if God is knocking, if God is calling you, make sure that you're answering that, man. We talked in church this past Sunday about, people being able to take your coat from you, but they can't take your calling. And that's one thing that's really stuck with me, so far starting this week off, is really thinking about, the things about me, the things around me. This shirt right here, somebody could take this from me. They cannot take what God has put in my life. They cannot take the calling that God has put in my life, And so hopefully that reaches out and touches somebody. Hopefully that helps somebody. Let me know what you guys think about this track down in the comments, though. Let me know what you think about the song, where it's going. What do you think about some of the topics he's bringing up in here? He's talking about church in the schools. He's talking about right being wrong and wrong being right. Let me know where you guys are at with that. Love to see some of your thoughts down. I know Phil is going to get down in these comments and give me some thoughts on this, so I'm looking forward to that. That's all I got for you guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a minute. Hope you're staying safe wherever you're at. Taking care of yourselves. I'm DJ AlphaTyler. Like, share, and subscribe as you feel led to do, and I'll catch you guys next time.